3 or 4 years ago. You guys already know it. I've always said that Android 17 should be part of that, should be part of the Z team because he had that amazing classic fight with Piccolo, but he just got tossed to the side, and I don't know what Toriyama was faking back then. Like, I really don't know. I mean, he really should have been in the Majin Buu saga, but you know what? That was in the past. This is the future, so there's no need to bitch and whine about the past all the time on what could have happened, though. But the big question is, now that Android 17 has finally making a comeback on Dragon Ball Super, the big question is, how strong is Android 17? Now, before we see him in action, before we start judging him, let's all of us make a good guess on how strong Android 17 could probably be, and we could be wrong. I'm about to make a good guess on how strong he is, and I know some of you guys are probably gonna leave a comment and tell me how strong you guys think he probably is, though. But let me make a good guess, though, because I could be wrong, though. But I mean, because we don't know how strong Android 17 has gotten over the years. We don't know. We don't know if he trained. I don't know. I mean, Android 17 doesn't really look like the kind of guy that would train a lot, or I don't think he cares about wanting to be the best warrior. I don't think he cares about that, though. But when I started liking Android 17, I remember Android 17 because I even mentioned this in one of my old videos about Android 17. I even mentioned this. I remember when he was telling 18 that everything was a game to him, and he wanted to search for Goku. And, Android 18 called it boring because when Android 17 thought that everything was a game to him, he kind of have a little bit of Goku in him. He has fun on manhunting his opponent or something like that. So in a way, in my opinion, I think 17's got a little bit of Goku in him a little bit. And he also said this. Android 17 used to say that he was the ultimate android. That was another thing that I've mentioned in my old videos about him. He used to say that, I'm the ultimate android, all that stuff like that. And when he said that, that's when I really started to become a fan of this guy. I really started to like him because I said, you know what, this guy think he's the ultimate android, which means that he think he's stronger than everybody. So they could use that. Android 17 can still live by that, even though he knows that Dr. Jerome is dead. He can still claim himself to be, I am the ultimate android and this and that, blah blah blah. It's just so much that they can do with Android 17 on Dragon Ball Super. Just so much things, though. But we probably not going to get everything out of this guy. Let's talk about how strong Android 17 could possibly be, though. Now, let's backtrack on Dragon Ball Z, though. Last time we seen Android 17 was around the Android saga against him and Piccolo. I'm not going to count the future Android 17, the one that went around killing people, him and 18, and future Trunks World's timeline. I'm not going to count that 17 because that 17 wasn't really at his best. So we're going to use the 17 that went up against Piccolo. We at least saw him at his best. So the big question is, how strong is Android 17 right now? Now let me make a good guess, and again, I could be wrong though. He probably gotten much stronger than that though. But Android 17, in my opinion, could be probably. Let's go back to Dragon Ball Z. When he went up against Piccolo, I'm trying to do my math correct. I'm not with all this power level stuff. I mean, I'll let you guys deal with that. Android 17 went up against Piccolo. Now, you got to remember, Piccolo did fusion with Kami, which means that Piccolo at that time was stronger than a Super Saiyan 1. And even Vegeta was surprised at that time. Vegeta was wondering, like, how did Piccolo got that strong? So at that time, Piccolo was stronger than both Goku and Vegeta at the time. He was stronger than a Super Saiyan 1 at that time. So Android 17 and Piccolo was basically on the same level, basically. Pretty much though. So with that being said, I guess Android 17 is probably maybe somewhere around a Super Saiyan, close to a Super Saiyan 2's level. That's what I think with Android 17 could possibly be. The level that he could probably be on right now, though. I'm just making a guess on what level he could possibly be on, though. He's probably somewhere around close to maybe Gohan, the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. He might be somewhere around the Super Saiyan 2 levels, maybe. I'm just guessing. You know, I'm not quite sure if he's around that level, but he's gotten to be a little bit stronger over the years. He's got to be. So yeah, that's how strong I think Android 17 is. I think he's somewhere around maybe around Super Saiyan 2 levels. But I'm glad that they put him in that Mentor with Goku and them. You know, I'm glad that they put him in there. You know, Android 17, you know, I'm trying to name some people that he can whoop now. You know, I know he can kick Gohan's ass. Now, Gohan is probably it's not as strong, but as of right now, Android 17 could kick Gohan's ass because Gohan you know what I'm saying, can barely stay. You know, he can stay as a Super Saiyan 1, but as a Super Saiyan 2, no, he can't stay as a Super Saiyan 2. So I believe Android 17 can kick Gohan's ass and Krillin's ass, Tien's ass. So the only people that would really pose a threat to Android 17 now would be Piccolo. I think him and Piccolo would be kind of evenly matched, but it would be Piccolo would be a threat to him, and who else? Goku and Vegeta would definitely be a major threat to him as well too. But other than that, though, Android 17 is finally with the team though. Glad to see it though. But yeah, if you guys want to leave a comment though. Let me know in the comment box. I really want to see y'all's opinion. How strong do you guys think Android 17 is? I mean, I'm just making a guess on how strong the guy could possibly be. I could be wrong, but he could be somewhere around in between a Super Saiyan 2 level, somewhere around that's how strong I think 17 is, though. So, yeah, leave a comment if you guys want. But anyway, I'm out. Peace.